4 of the 5 fastest land animals reside in Africa: the cheetah, the wild beast, the lion, and the Thompson's gazelle. All of these animals can run at speeds above 50 miles per hour, with the cheetah reaching a top speed of about 70 miles per hour. Sudan has more than 200 pyramids, double the number found on Egypt. The Meroe pyramids were part of the Nubian kingdom of Kush and are up to 4,600 years old. Smaller and steeper than their Egyptian counterparts, the pyramids of Sudan are not nearly as famous. The continent has the largest reserves of precious metals, with over 40% of the gold reserves, over 60% of the cobalt, and 90% of platinum reserves. Almost half of the gold ever mined on Earth has come from a single place, Witwatersrand, South Africa. Population experts estimate that there are at least 3,000 distinct ethnic groups in Africa. Nigeria alone has more than 370 recognized tribes within its population. Today, Africa is the second most populous continent, and over 50% of Africans are under the age of 25. The continent's population will more than double to 2.3 billion people by 2050. The Serengeti, Tanzania, hosts the world's largest wildlife migration on Earth, with over 750,000 zebra marching ahead of 1.2 million wild beasts as they cross this amazing landscape. While there are several theories regarding the origin of the name Africa, most etymologists believe the name derived from Afri, the title for a group of people who dwelt in North Africa near Carthage around the 3rd century BC, and Ca, the Roman suffix for country or land. Ancient Greeks and Romans originally used the term Africa to apply only to the northern region of the continent. In Latin, the word Africa means sunny, and the word Afrique in Greek means without cold. China is Africa's top trade partner, with Sino-African trade volumes now nearing $200 billion per year. China's direct investment in Africa exceeds $50 billion, but neocolonialism is a real threat, with over 1 million Chinese citizens on the African continent. Angola alone has a population of over 350,000 Chinese. All of Africa was colonized by foreign powers during the scramble for Africa, except Ethiopia and Liberia. Before colonial rule, Africa comprised up to 10,000 different states and autonomous groups with distinct languages and customs. Over 25% of all languages are spoken only in Africa, with over 2,000 recognized languages spoken on the continent. Ethiopia is the only African country with its own alphabet. It's also the world's oldest living alphabet, Ethiopic, and probably one of the longest with its 345 letters. Africa and Europe are separated by less than 9 miles at the Strait of Gibraltar, which separates Spain from Morocco. The two countries are discussing constructing an undersea rail tunnel to connect the rail systems on the two continents. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa and the second largest freshwater lake in the world. Lake Malawi has the most fish species than any other freshwater system on Earth. The Nile River is the longest river in the world with a total length of 6,650 kilometers. Most of the world's fastest runners come from a single tribe in Kenya called the Kalenjis, but two of the most popular sports in Africa are soccer and cricket. Both sports were introduced during colonial times and have flourished on the continent due to the international success of the African teams. In South Africa, you are legally allowed to attach flamethrowers to your car in order to deter carjacking.